Why should an anarchist write a debate? Try to convince you with poems of pride. Why should I care what you treasure or hate? Who says I want you on my side? What kind of team can an anarchist have? It might defy ordinary classification. In Brisbane's West End, there's a sign on a door that says, Anarchists Organisation. Now that conjures an image of meetings upheld and a noisy crowd gathering north of the border. There's a man at the front and he's banging the desk shouting, "Gentlemen, disorder, please, disorder." But anarchists rule. I'll focus my scope to the subject these people of power appoint, and I think you'll agree that we haven't much hope, for the subject's been chosen by those who can't cope with the idea of freedom from despot or pope. Anarchists don't want to rule people. Nope. That's really the whole fucking point. An as in no, and arch as in ruler. No ruler. We really can't make it more clear. Archangels, archdemons, archdeacons, archvillains, archbishops. You get the idea? So, let's define anarchy. The best we can do for the purposes of this debate that we've got is probably simply to start with a few of the things that it's certainly not. It isn't a plan for destroying the state. That's nihilism. You'll find that's Osama's dream. And it isn't a system of inserting third world cocoa solids into a gelatinized gum-based gestalt. That's chocolate chip ice cream. A few of you laugh. Not quite enough. But there you go. What's your meter, you cry? That third line was slightly too long back there. To you counts and countesses, let me reply, I'm an anarchist. What do I care? It isn't a realm with laws based on whims. You'll find that that's called a theocracy. And it isn't a place where people all fight, where rule of law is given to those with most might, where random ancestry confers divine right, where money can buy you a place in the light. Apparently, that's a democracy. So anarchy's nothing to do with the charter trickling down from those bastards. I don't know why they live on the roof. But you know what I mean. Anarchy's nothing to do with the charter trickling down from those bastards. Who let them decide? Anarchy comes from the old oblong garter. Anarchy's on the inside. You don't not kill people for fear of reprisal. You do it because it's the right thing to do. These morals are perfect for human survival. Look around you. You know that this is true. The righteous will tell you that God in his glory gave us the commandment that brought this to pass. And before there was Moses, everybody was killing and robbing and coveting ass. But 10,000 years of unrestrained killing? How on earth did our rulerless species survive? If we only stopped murder through God-given morals, how the hell did we all stay alive? Are we really so close to an infantile state we do good things only because some God said it? I put it to you, we were always good people, and religion just takes all the credit. A person interprets their holy book's learning to fit their own morals or those they've been taught. And it's great now to see all the holy men squirming while trying to fit scripture and all that's earning them into society, twisting and turning it round like a jigsaw piece, balderdash burning away in the blowtorch of thought. So, trust your own choices, the anarchist utters, and trust that some others have these talents mastered. Well, that's all very well, Mr. Montgomery mutters. What about the intransigent bastards? What about all those bastards who won't play along? You can't control them in an anarchist town. What about all the ratbags who pilfer and swindle and won't put the toilet seat down? I agree. There are always the sociopathic, the delight in destruction and causing of fears, but history shows us in times quite dramatic, these fools destroy all good ideas. Communism, a perfectly simple idea, to share wealth to all, wouldn't seem hard to do. But then came the power-mad, greedy and crazed, a system brought down by the few. And capitalism. If you think that that's safe from self-serving, socio-psychotic scum, you've been in a cave with a cloth on your eyes and your ears, your thumb up your bum. Economy's crumbling? Good! Bring it on! Let's bring down the banks and the big end of town. Let the crap-shooting gamblers on Wall Street be gone. Let the brokers be broker than... Oh, you think of one. Let us stop treating money like God's other son. We know the price of all and the value of none. I may need a little lie down. You all have been anarchists. I think it's true that there's always some rule you've decided to break, some law that you think is too silly for you, as if that's a choice you can make. You might have gone faster than the speed limit said, or gone through a light late at night that's not green, or fibbed about taxes, or rebelled instead by downloading the new Wolverine. You made a decision that was possibly right, based on the facts that were right there on show. And nobody suffered from your petty crime. Well, at least nobody you know. For anarchy isn't a disordered state. The word means no rulers, which is not quite no rules. But rules filter upwards. They're not handed down by some totalitarian tools. So how can I argue that anarchy rules if it is, as I said, going on in your brain? How can I make you believe in a thing which is not in the public domain? Obeying because someone in power has said so isn't an ethical choice made by you. It's more like a stimulus response. You know, that thing that amoebas can do. So, can I convert you to anarchy's cause? No. I think quite a few will convert if I ask it. Asking a folk crowd to question their laws is like shooting fish in a basket. There won't be any meetings, well, not at my place. Anarchists make quite a mess, and just one will be plenty. If you want a good party, you might take a trip to the knees up they have at G20. And the really great thing is you'll get no reward. No power or prestige or eternal gain. The reward that you get for doing the right thing is tomorrow, you do it again. But they'll tell you that we should invade other countries for their own good, as the warmongers scoff. They'll tell you you should believe bigoted nonsense, and you can tell them to... fuck off. So close. Now, it's starting to sound like the desiderata. And you have to believe me, that wasn't my plan. But let me provide one small anarchist starter. Be honest as hard as you can. So, I welcome you all to the anarchist's banner, and no matter what my protagonists say, you'll be lashed by the law till your ego's in tatters, given commandments by priests mad as hatters, tempted with junk by the adman that flatters, but stand firm for yourself, and up here, where it matters, anarchy rules OK.